Hello everybody, it is me again. Well, it's been a little while. I mean, I've been posting because I've had a load of videos that have already been, you know, done and waiting to upload. But I better pop on because I've probably only got about another 4 or 5 days left of videos. So I'm going to be popping on and doing a, if I can, a one-handed whip of my Lust After Dusk. I'm quite a bit behind. I mean, I've got my canvas up into 30 pieces, so in effect I should realistically be working on my, it's the 7th today, 1, 2, 3, I'm about 4 days behind. Yes, about 4 days behind because I've got 2 done already and I'm on my other one. And guess what I've gone and forgotten? Because I went to my craft group yesterday and I took my Which Way diamond painting and I only gone and left my bag in the bag. All right. So I need that, and I need that, and I need that, and I might need that. Right. Oh, there's been quite a few things to catch up on. I had my operation, hence I'm one-handed. And this morning I went up to the our local sort of hospital. And I just went and asked them whether they'd mind rechanging my bandage, my dressing, because it needed doing, and I couldn't do it myself. So brilliant, they did it wonderfully, perfect, and they put on a better bandage as well, because before I had just one of those horrible crepe bandages. But which, funnily enough, I went to a private hospital. It was done through the NHS, but at a private hospital, my op, and they gave me a snotty old crepe bandage, which kept slipping down and loosening off, and it was horrible. It was no good, not fit for purpose. Yeah, I go this morning to our NHS hospital, and they give me one of those lovely bandages that sticks upon to itself. You know, posher. So it says something, doesn't it, about going to a private hospital where they know you're NHS and they give you the shite. They might not, but that's how it felt. I mean, it also didn't bode well that when you turned up at that posh hospital, they had two big planters with plants in. Well, I could say plants, but they were dead. Or in the process of dying. They hadn't been watered for I don't know how many months, years. Which didn't bode well when I was going in for my operation. I saw those and thought, oh my God, they're killing the plants. What are they going to do to me? But well, so yeah. So good on the old NHS, and we really need to keep it going. We really do. But yeah. Now what was I talking about? I can't remember. But well, yes, so that was that, and that was interesting. But yeah, I've been awarded my PIP enhanced for mobility. Thank God, because it is hard, you know. And so that was a blessing. So I've applied now for my disabled bus pass. And I've also applied for the blue badge, and I'm also looking into getting a mobility car, which basically uses the allowance that I get to help me, because I think that would definitely help my mental health a lot, because then I'll be able to get out, you know, and go places more, and I can fit my scooter in the boot. Granted, I'll have to take it all apart and then put it all together when I land, but you know, the only heaviest thing about that is the battery, but if it hasn't got all the rest of it attached to it, then, you know, it shouldn't be too bad. I've just got to remember how to put it all together again. But that fit in the boot. And then I'll be able to go and visit my daughter. Poor love. She's going to hate that. And I'll be able to perhaps take my grandkids to places. You know, so that'd be nice. I'll be able to go to the cinema if I feel up to it. Oh, yeah, I'll be able to just even go on a drive if I felt like it, within, you know, pain reason, obviously, because it'll all be, I'll only be able to use it when I'm sort of not in too much pain, and my neck isn't so bad, because I do struggle with my neck. So, but you know, I have a TENS machine. Other people manage it. So, yeah. It's just I haven't been driving for at least, what, 3-4 years? Maybe a bit more. But I just sort of think, half of me thinks, do I really want to do it again? But then half of me thinks, yes, I really do, because it'll help me get in the shopping, because then it means I can just drive down to, say, Tesco's and use their mobility scooter, do the shop, come out, etc. Well, I think that's how I could do it. Let's see. But it mean, you know, also if I start back up on doing my work, because I have to adapt that now, because what I was doing beforehand, I really have lost the sort of the impetus on that one a bit. I've still got a lot of the stock, but I you know, now no longer do Etsy. Then it's, you know, you've got to be careful on Etsy. It's all very well, but there are people who do get a little bit knocked if you are if they perceive anybody doing better than they are, and it only takes one person to basically create havoc and make your life hell and stuff. So yeah, and then of course there's no recourse, because Etsy doesn't side with the sellers. You know, I'm not alone in that. I mean, they booted me off Etsy. I tried to appeal it, no go, and so that was that, which, you know, Etsy didn't really take a proper look in. They never do. And I know I'm not alone, because I just joined the hundreds of others that had the same thing happen to them. You know, so that was that. I mean, it was October when they kicked me off, last October, and I was gutted, because that was just before the Christmas rush, and, you know, I was doing really well. I was possibly taking in about, you know, granted I had quite a bit of outlay to pay to take off, but I was taking in probably about, well, my best time, one month, I took £2,500, which for the month, you know, perhaps isn't that good, but for me it felt amazing and stuff. And yeah, and it helped a lot. And then of course I lost that, so my income was lost, and sent me into a bit of a spiral. My head went bang again, and my confidence went downhill. So I tried a bit on eBay again, but I've got to really knuckle in under and, you know, get back on it, but I haven't felt like able to or want to. And also because I kind of like working from home, my house is so small that I just can't find all the things that I need. I haven't got a dedicated sort of, you know, space, which would be a lot easier to do, you know, to reset up my business again and stuff, because then I'll just have in that place, you know, if I was to get a place, you know, that I could work from, I'd just have all the stuff that I was going to sell in there, and that would make it a lot easier and stuff. But well, you know, it's how it goes really. But yeah, so oh dear, what happened there? Yeah, this is a budget like canvas, and you notice because there's some of my you know, squares that I've done, and you know, when I've done them, the drills are all flat and everything else, and it's all lovely. And then the next morning I come down and I spot them all like popping up, and they're all raised a bit, not all, but just some of them. And it's like, but quite a few of them, if you know what I mean. It's not a small amount of raised, and so it's a bit of a pain in the butt. But having said that, I'm now going to go on to my part 2 of my little plan. Well, I've got to finish part 1 first off, which I might do after I've done this square actually. And I'm going to trash. Yeah, so I've got to sort that out. I've got to organise my website, which is thewonkystitch.co.uk. Which I'm just reusing basically for all the things I've got, and I'm going to be slowly sorting that out and uploading onto their items. But I'm thinking I might have a sale at some point, so I will probably close the website, not, you know, just disable the website, upload a load, and then have a massive sale sort of thing, and you know, go from there. And that might be the best way to go, and just get shot of a load of all the stuff that I have, because I mean, I have craft items, I have fabric items, I have fabric, lots of stuff to do things and create things, paper pads, budget diamond paintings, and various things, and even budgeting things to help your budget, all kinds of things on there. So but it's a lot of work, and I've just had an operation and I feel a bit so that is taking its time, but well, oh dear, yeah, I've been looking at these Motability cars. Oh my god, I don't want one where I have to pay anything up front. I don't want that at all. And I would prefer not to have a car which uses up all my allowance, but of my mobility allowance. But if I have to, I have to. I want a petrol car. I want a manual car, because that's what I'm kind of used to. And but having said that, I was toying up with, should I really go for an automatic? But then, you know, I'll still be trying to change the blooming gear, and I wouldn't like the fact that I'm not in control, but the car's basically in control. So I don't know. And also it would mean that I'd have to keep changing, like, yes, I mean, I have to change the gear all the time. but and with the automatic, you only like have to do from park to drive to reverse to neutral or whatever. But yeah, I just don't know. It's all because I think I've had a automatic car once, and do you know what? I absolutely hated it. I lived at the bottom of the hill at the time. Oh, did I? No, I didn't. I used to live at a bottom hill, but when I had that car, I went and visited a friend who lived at the bottom of this very steep hill, and I remember coming up to the top of the hill, and of course it was on a junction, so you had to do like a hill start. Oh my God. And I was just so freaked out that it wasn't going to hold, and I had cars behind me, that it just made me really panic that I wouldn't, you know, have enough welly to go on when I needed to or anything else, and I just hated it. So I'd sooner a manual. And then yeah, so whoops. But we will see. My son is so excited. You think it's going to be his car. But the thing with Motability is that your full allowance goes on it, you know. So I think your allowance for the week is something like 65 quid. So you're spending 65 quid a week on the car, but you don't have to pay for insurance because it's included. You don't have to pay for tax because it's included. You don't have to pay for breakdown cover because it's included. The car obviously is included, and servicing and MOT is included. And the only thing you really have to pay for is the fuel. So that could actually, you know, open things up a bit more for me, because I was at one point trying to find a little unit that I could have and do my crafting from there, type of thing, from business. But the thing is, though, it's finding one, and one did come up, and it was not a bad price. It was something like 350 a month, which wasn't bad. It was small, and it wasn't in the, you know, high street or anything like that. It was off, but it was close to me, and it was on Rightmove. And then I looked the other day, and it had gone. I mean, I'd already sent a message and saying, yes, I'm interested in this. Please, can we book in a viewing? And I never heard back from them. So I left it for a bit, thinking, you know, oh, well, it's been up there for a little while. It'll be up there for a little while longer. And then all of a sudden, it was gone from the thing. And I went past there the other day as I was going to Tesco's, and somebody was coming out of it. And so it had already been. So I assumed, oh, well, it's theirs now. So it was one of those things. It was like, well, I mean, to be fair, I could have only really afforded one or the other. But if I get a car, that means I could then perhaps, you know, get a storage container and move all the stuff into there, set up a table in there, and, you know, do a bit from there. And I don't have to, you know, but I could use that then for storing a lot of the stuff that I'm, you know, it's cluttering my house up. And that'd be a bit cheaper. So you know, because I've got a car, then I could drive the bits there, and I can, you know, it can work. But we will see. I don't know. And to be honest, you know, I mean, yeah, I've got things wrong with me, obviously, and it shouldn't impinge on my driving, really. And I am a bit of a sensible driver, such as, like, you know, if I'm having a bad day, then I know I won't drive. And, you know, that's that. And so it's, you know, so I'm, you know, quite good like that. My diabetes is under control. And I mean, the doctors haven't haven't said that I can't drive. Yes, I've got fibromyalgia. I get chronic fatigue and other bits and bobs. My balance is a problem, but when you're in a car, that doesn't come into it. It's just walking that my balance is a problem. But we will see. I can't do anything for a little while at any rate yet, because I'm waiting for my arm to heal. So I told my son, because he wants to go off looking at cars, and I said, yes, we can go and look at them, but I can't test drive yet, you know, for at least a good couple of months is what I want to wait on for. Before I'll say yes. I mean, I am right-handed, and I had the operation on my left hand, so that's, you know, not too bad. Yes, I'd need it to do my gear changing. But, you know, I start off slowly and build up. And we've got a big business park up just out of town. And I told my son he can drive me up there, and I will have a few turns of that because it's empty, you know, and it's got car parking spaces, and I can just sort of, you know, get back into driving. And I think it'll just fall into place, to be honest. I like riding a bike. And I just have to hope that, you know, I can cope. I don't do busy towns at any rate, not if I can help it. I would, you know, do more of parking on the periphery, shall we say, and then get a bus in or something like that. And I know where the hire place for the scooters are in the main town near me, so I can always go there and hire a scooter for when I go up into town, which is what I quite like to do. I'd like to be able to do a little bit more. And also I wouldn't mind being able to do perhaps the odd craft fair occasionally. But obviously it will only be a small affair. It won't be like how I used to do it, because that's just too much. It'll just be a one suitcase job, you know, and if what I can fit in that suitcase is what I can fit in that suitcase. If I can't fit in that suitcase, then I can't. And I would do it on diamond painting stuff. So, you know, I'll take a few kits with me, and I'm working on a logbook come spare book journal type thing. And yeah, so I've got lots of plans which I didn't really have before. This is where I'm remembering why I had a car before last time. It was my independence. It, you know, yes, I felt crap. Oops, I felt crap a lot of the time, and all that. But you know, down and in pain and all that kind of stuff, and just, but without driving, there was no escape. There was no, you know, respite, shall we say. But with a car, I mean, yeah, I could go up to this place called Brayton Bath, which is near us, and I can go there, and yeah, it's got a path, so I could take my mobility scooter on that, which would be good, and then I can just stop. I don't have to go too far in, but it's the nature, and it's the smells, the sights, the sounds, the squirrels, you know, that just puts a different spin on everything. Makes you feel so much, you know, relaxed, happier, and everything else like that. And I used to do a lot of my thinking and a lot of my planning, and you know, I'd come away with so many good ideas from that, of things that what I wanted to do. So I would like to do that. And of course, if I've got transport to take me there, and I've also got my scooter in the back, I can do that. And it doesn't matter about how much time it takes me to do that. you know, I can decide, you know, even if I get up there and I don't want to get the scooter out, I can just sit in the car, you know, door open, breathe in the smells, look at the sights and the sound, listen to the sounds, and, you know, get it from that way. And, you know, I can do lots of things, or things which I definitely think would help my mental health. And, you know, as I don't do very nasty big towns, you know, I don't like going through York. I can drive up to York, and I know there's one car park where I don't mind going to, because it's on the outskirts, and, you know, that is okay. And if I take my power cable with me for my scooter, then it means that I can always find somewhere, maybe charge up a bit, you know, go and have a bite to eat, and, you know, whatever, go to the station, the train station, and park up in a disabled spot and charge my vehicle that way, surreptitiously, if needed, that is. But yeah, so I think it's going to be good. So my son, he's itching to, I've said that he can help choose the car, but he says, but I do get the final say. And, you know, I have said that I like one car, which is a Citroen Aircross. I think it was Citroen C3 Aircross or something like that. But, you know, that's on paper. I mean, go and see the thing and it might be horrendous. I do need a, as I said before, I need it to be manual, petrol, and I also need a biggish boot, which will hold my scooter. And, you know, for anything else, I've got the back seats and the side seats. And then if I have my grandchildren, then I'll borrow Daddy's, my son's children's car seats, and go from there. Well, yeah, that means I can then take the kids to the park, or, you know, other places. And with the other one that's coming, the other baby that they're having in October, I'm thinking, you know, well then, while they're coping with that, I can take the other two out and we can go, you know, to a nice little cafe, garden centre or whatever, cafe, and have a bite to eat, look at the plants, or just go somewhere, you know, and give Mummy and Daddy a bit of time out with the new baby. Yeah, but we will see, as they say. Oh, my arm's hurting. Where are we on? We're nearly on 30 minutes. I don't particularly want to stop just yet. But I will go on for a little bit longer, but we will see, because I might have to stop for a bit. Besides, I might have to go and get my laptop out and start doing some planning, because I think that is kind of like yeah, so I'm thinking all kinds of things in my head for what I want to do, what I've got. I mean, I made a whole load of those little journal covers. Some are small and some are big, and they're what I want to utilise for my logbooks, because I think they're a little bit chirpier, you know what I mean. And also I can make them, and because I can then use up a lot of my cardstock, my pattern cardstock, for the externals. So yes, I've got other ideas in my head. So I've got to get those all down on paper and set it up. And I think I shall do that this afternoon while I'm rewatching Hidden Blade, my Wang Yibo Chinese film that he starred in. Oh, it's lovely. He is good in it. And yeah. And then I might watch something else. I might watch Word of Honor. So we shall see. But yes, I hope to catch up at some point with this. I think I will manage to finish this in the time, because I'm just taking it slowly for now, for the first couple of weeks while and then, you know, give me a deadline and that's it. I can work my little cotton socks off. And complete the job. And if I don't, I don't. You know, it's one of those ones. I think after competing in some of the other events, I mean, I will still do events, but I won't be doing it perhaps, you know, aiming for the prizes. I will just do it for the participation of hopefully completing a diamond painting, which is getting one out of my stash. You know, so I think that's how I'm going to look at them in future. Then I don't have so much stress on me, you know. But I'll definitely be doing the DIY DPs in May and November from Cow Sparkles. Not Cow, it's mainly from Kitten, I mean. Cow Sparkles helps. And so I should be definitely doing those. And I know I'm going to be starting a new cross-stitch conversion this November, when I haven't finished the old one. But that's that. Then once I've got that, then I'm just going to be completing those two for the next sort of, you know, DIY DPs that I've got going on. So yes. So it should be quite good. Yeah, because I'm thinking what I can do is, we have a community centre somewhere around here somewhere, and I thought that I could hire it out for an afternoon. Obviously I'll advertise beforehand, hire it out, and then just set up and like all the things that I have for diamond painting, and then people in our town can come and have a bit of extra, you know, look, and go from there. And hopefully I'll get them, and you know, I'll have painting out where people can come and they can do some painting, show them cross-stitch conversions and how it's done. I would quite like to get a diamond painting little craft group going, or people can just bring their diamond paintings and we can come and, you know, drink tea and coffee and just diamond paint till the cows come home. I don't know whether our local library has, you know, an area that we could rent out. So I know it's got internet there and they've got tea and coffee machines, but see, that's another reason why I wanted to have that little place, that little shop, sort of workshop area, because then I thought, great, you know, that's where we can have it and stuff. But I'll have to rethink. There's the F's. I think once I've done all the F's, I will stop, I think, on this one. Because I'm starting to feel a bit tired. And also I'm itching to crack on and do some planning, which is, you know, something I haven't felt like doing in ages. But well, got to find other ways. Oh yeah, my head is just rattling around with ideas, which is really good. Oh crumbs, Jiminy crickets and all that. It's hard doing things one-handed. I mean, yes, I can occasionally pick up and use my arm and do things, but as long as it's very light, I can't lift things or do anything like that. It's a bit cumbersome because I have this sort of massive foam thing on my arm. Foam sling support thing. But well, next week I should be able to take the bulky dressing off. I mean, they did say 4 days, I think it was, but I'm going to leave it over the weekend. And then I'll take it off Monday. And then I've just got the other little dressings. And I think, yeah, when I go to change those little dressings, I will go up to the hospital again, and they will take off the Ujima flips, the butterfly strips that are also holding it together. I mean, I've got proper stitches, dissolvable stitches, and I've got butterfly stitches. So yeah, so now is that all the F's? Lot of U's. Oh, there's an F. That's an R. R, 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 U. R. Ah, there's an F. Right, I have done the F's. Oh, so we are getting there, I think. This is part of his head. Some of these things have come off, so I'm going to have to just guess or just pick one at random. At any rate, that I have an idea for. Oh, yeah, excuse me. Right, onwards and upwards, as I say. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, bang on the notification button, and then you will know when I've got more being uploaded. I've got I'll be having unboxings. I've got budget diamond art sets coming. I've got kitting downs. I've got unboxings, kitting ups, work in progresses, cross stitch conversions, revamping my squares and drills, and then I'll be once I've finished creating the my journals and things like that, then logbooks and things, then I will be doing a video of those and where you can get them. Okay then, till then, I will catch you later. Have a good week, have a good time diamond painting, and don't spill any drills. Bye bye.